I'm Samantha Anderson, Director of Communications for Newton Public Schools, and I'm here with Superintendent Dr. Deb Ham to go over some of the highlights from last night's Board of Education meeting. First off, the board did hear some new proposals for possible classes that we may be adding next year in a lot of different buildings throughout the school. So
Right.
Can you just let us know what those were?
Sure. Again, this is something that the staff does every year, taking a look at what we're offering and how we can either expand what we're offering or change what we're offering. So at Newton High School, several different departments have looked at some things. So the art department is requesting to add an advanced placement art course. And this will actually replace another course that is there, but will provide students with the opportunity for advanced placement credit for those students who want to earn college credit for art. In the CTE department, which again, that's Career and Technical Education, and they are looking at courses that will enhance what they're doing in the Ag Academy. And so 3 courses are being recommended: biotechnology and agriculture internship. And an agriculture internship is going to be for senior students, and it will get the students out into the workforce and have opportunities in different agribusiness. And then a drone class. Now, the drone class, I think, will be highly popular. And as they explained last evening, this will be a course that actually will be able to go across several pathways in our career and technical education programs. And so it will benefit multiple students, not just the students that are in the Ag Academy. And so we're excited about those 3 courses. The math department is looking at and has been piloting this year a course that is a transition to college algebra course that will actually replace a course that my own children took back in the day, functions, statistics, and trigonometry. And so it aligns better with what students will experience in college algebra. And so it will prepare them better for those college courses when they go ahead and enroll in those. So all of those are at the high school. Then at Opportunity Academy, they're looking at opportunities for students in the elective areas. So they're looking at 5 different courses: a course called Action Learning, Employability Skills, Life Skills, Personal Financial Literacy, and Work Study. So all of those are being looked at and recommended to be added for the students at Opportunity Academy. At Chisholm Middle School, they're looking at adding a music class that will focus on instruments that are maybe somewhat non-traditional in a school music program. So one of the instruments that students will have access to is a ukulele. And we have a local ukulele group, so maybe our students will be future group members in the community. So we're excited about all of these different opportunities for students, and the board will actually vote on these at the next board meeting.
Okay. The board also worked some more with KSB in regards to the superintendent search. They went over some of their priorities in the search, and they also went over some of the results from all the focus groups and all the surveys that you all filled out. Some of the top priorities, just a few, would be like communications and culture, facilities, just a general passion for education and students. They also talked a lot about the pride the community has and the CTE programming and staff, and then just experience. And then after that, KSB moved on to the next steps. So they went over some things like interview questions and maybe what they would do on the day of the interviews. Can you just give us some of those details?
First, I'd like to say how amazing it was, the feedback that KASB got from our community. And I know that that has really helped the board in driving their decision making as they move forward.
So thank you again for
yes, absolutely,
all the information.
Absolutely, very important to have that input. So they talked about first of all the questions that might be asked of the candidates, and they have a bank of questions that they offered to the Board of Education. And the bank has 48 questions, and they've asked the board to consider what 21 of those questions would be that they would want to ask and to send them to them by January 13th. That's where the 13 comes in. They also provided the board with information regarding salaries for superintendents across the state. And so that the board has that information to kind of know in districts like Newton, the size of Newton, what are the salaries typically. Then they talked a lot, spent quite a bit of time talking about the interview day and what that looks like. It will be a busy day for the candidates, and each candidate will experience different or several different things. One being a meeting with district office staff and other groups such as building administrators, taking a tour of the community and of our facilities, the need for a tour guide on that. So the board also is going to be considering that. There will be a meet and greet opportunity for the public, a meeting with Newton NEA and their representatives, public reception for the candidate.
Would be the meet and greet.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But meet and greet also might be staff. So different opportunities there. And then how they might consider media requests, that different media outlets might request information on the candidates. And then the day will end with an opportunity for the candidates individually to meet with the Board of Education and to have dinner and go through the interview process.
So the day is still not set. Those are just some ideas that they went over. And one other important thing to note, since we do have some board members recently elected that aren't in office yet, they've been involved in this process. They've been able to give feedback. The only thing they really haven't been able to do is just take any official votes. So since they're going to be the ones that are actually going to be doing the interviews, I believe, that they've been very involved in this as well. So they're keeping them up to date on everything.
Absolutely.
The board also had a long list of gift requests, which is great. And can you just let us know what those were?
Yes, and I will tell you that it is obvious that our Newton Railer Robotics team is out in checking out fundraising opportunities as they head into competition season. So to start off with, Cox Machine donated $500 to Newton Railer Robotics, and XL Industries donated $1,000 also for the robotics team. For Newton High School, from Walmart, a cash donation for the Experiential Learning Day that occurred in October in the amount of $500. Walmart also donated to Santa Fe 5-6 Center $500 in the form of a grant for purchasing food and supplies for one of the interest-based groups in cooking or for cooking. Butler Community College donated supplies for 3D printers in the amount of $1,800 for the engineering department. So again, some really fabulous donations. In addition to those that have to be accepted by the board or approved by the board, we had several smaller donations, but nonetheless important. And one of those was from LaRue Gillespie in the amount of $100 for Railer Robotics. Bud and Steve Auto Service for $100, also to the robotics team. Axtel Eye Center in the amount of $100 for Railer Robotics. Wow, I sense a theme going on here. And from Kroger, also for the robotics team, a cash donation for supplies and travel expenses in the amount of $99.33. So we certainly appreciate all of those efforts towards our robotics team. In addition, Mary Ann Unruh Gertson from the class of 1946 donated $135.34 to Newton High School for Media Center Archives storage. Walmart donated to Opportunity Academy a cash donation for classroom supplies and student incentives, $50. And Watermark Books donated to the district 6 books from author Lisa Hark Rader, who was recently in the district, and the amount of that donation was $81.23. So again, we appreciate all of the efforts of our community to help support our kids in their various activities around the district. So we appreciate it. So thank you.
All right, well, that's all we have for you today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section. Our last regularly scheduled meeting will be on December 9th, and that's of the year. So we hope to see you there. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section. If you, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for watching.
Yep, and that's the calendar year, not the school year.
Oh, that's a very good point. Thank you. Yes, the calendar year.